back.
I have been very disturbed by you guys trash talking me on panels, so I decided to go into my Titan form and unleash my anger on my little boy here.
Don't release your anger on your son. Guys, what are your predictions for this game number 1?
I went back to my Zoltar machine, put in my quarter, and I'm going LGD. It's a better way. It's a better way, Nomad.
I see. Okay, and Black, what say you, big old Black?
I agree with everything the cost said, because we have a mental connection. We're both Doms. So I'm all with the cost.
Dominic's, yeah.
Dominic's got it. I thought you were talking about something completely different. All right, well, the game is now live, so I'm going to send it over to you guys. Enjoy game number 1 of LGD versus MAgma.
Thank you, Nomad. Game number 1 between LGD and MAgma. This is looking like a colossal feat for MAgma if they can beat LGD here. Only Shylock and Kaz were a part of that Blaze team that beat LGD in the open qualifiers so long ago, back before the whole COVID thing happened. And well, now we are here and ready to play, ready to go. I mean, can they do it again? Can they upset the Kings? They were playing with Axe back then. 2 players before who were on Blaze who didn't make it to the MAgma roster. They've got guys with experience who have beat LGD. Not this exact team, but the name.
Yeah, but open qualifiers are very different from the actual tournament. The nerves are very different. Just how you approach qualifiers, usually much more easygoing, more relaxed, Whereas in these tournaments, especially if you're inexperienced, you're more tense. They're more serious, So they can, hinder your gameplay quite a bit. And Shylock is one of the other carries that has yet to prove himself. He has had a couple of rough series where he had a really good game and just couldn't perform. So looking forward to seeing whether he can, make up that lost ground or not.
Yeah.
And I think it will really depend on him this game also, because the Bloodseeker is going to be... they picked it to counter the Lycan. We'll have to see how much impact it can really have in this game. Because this is TA pick into the Lycan seemed brutal to me personally. Not sure why you would do that. It's like a hard counter on paper already.
I think any time also that you give nothing to say the Ember, which is his best hero, that's his comfort pick, you're asking for trouble. Because he plays this hero so well.
Yeah. But that being said, TA matches up quite well against the Ember. We'll take a lot of Harris damage here.
Nothing to say is obviously dealt with this matchup a lot.
Many
He's played
times.
up against Ori, who loves playing onto the TA. We saw XM, who likes playing it as well. There's a lot of mids here that are quite proficient with the TA and played against him when he's on that Ember.
Yeah. I mean, also in the SEA region, there's a lot of TA spammers, where, of course, he is from. So he's definitely very comfortable with that matchup.
So we'll see what he's able to accomplish up towards top. Ame here with Innocence, who is on the Ancient Apparition.
Not an easy lane for the Lycan. A lot of Harris potential with the Fire Spirit as well as the God's Rebuke. Even with the Spear. He'll probably have to go jungle, level 4, level 5. But the early level should still be sustainable for him.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to see that combo from the Mars we were seeing in the last series. That God's Rebuke Spear where you don't go with the Spear even if it connects.
That must be a bug. No matter, what people say it might be, there's no way there's a feature. Because otherwise you could literally just always set up a Spear perfectly.
Yeah.
I haven't even,
Well, I think it has
much.
to latch on the back end for it to stun.
Yeah, I have not seen
move.
it, so I don't know how it exactly works, but, I'm sure Reddit is already on it. The Reddit police. They always are.
The bug catchers.
Yep.
The bug or feature catchers.
Silence already doing very well. 15 CS for the Bloodseeker. Only 5 CS on the Sand King.
Yeah, not going too well right now for Faith Beyond. Usually someone that LGD can rely on to secure his lane.
Yeah, surprised he's struggling that much. Lion, Bloodseeker is not that strong of a lane. Yeah, we'll have to see whether they can recover or not, but it's not looking too good right now for them.
Yeah. At least for the moment, he's not giving up his life or anything like that. Yeah, he's not getting the CS, but still staying alive, getting experience where he can.
Yeah. I mean, what we're looking at is really the team fights. They have the Lycan form, you know, the coil, as well as the Sand King epicenter. There's a lot of team fight potential there. Nice double stack by the Phoenix. Stacking up those Ancients for the TA, of course. I would love to see just one support smoke in from LGD and just block that Ancient Cam with a Sentry Ward, because you don't want to give TA a free game.
Yeah, you don't want to give any stacks. We've seen TA kind of feel lackluster previously today, but we've also seen TAs kind of dominate the game. And they have that opportunity quick into the Deso or the Blink Dagger to really make their presence felt all over.
Yeah. And of course, you know, MAgma, much like LBZS, they're always very proficient in the laning phase. Usually crumbles in the mid or mid-late game. And we'll have to see whether they, you know, can make it work this time. Their lanes are going phenomenally again. All 3 side lanes are winning by quite a bit.
And this is what we've come to expect. Both MAgma and LBZS do this. They have just great lanes. And I think the one time yesterday, or a couple days ago, where we saw LBZS not find themselves with a good lane, they got pretty much dominated. Double damage picked up. Searing Chains comes out onto 2. They get the kill to Kaz. They look over now at Dust. Sleight of Fist. The damage onto the TA is going to be enough with the Spirits. Yes, it is. They'll get 2. They lose nothing to say. But Jin-Q and Innocence are here to potentially take out Mian. Illusory Orb, Chilling Touch. One shot there for Innocence to finish off the Phoenix. He puts out the Phoenix's flames.
Yeah, very early Urn picked up. And you know, the Ember Spirit literally was like just in range to pick up the rune. Like, if that rune goes to Phoenix instead, they're going to lose that trade quite a bit. Careful here.
Yeah. And the Illusory Orb, the Hex comes out, but they've got the Waning Rift. They're looking to get the kill on the Shylock. They don't have a Burrow Strike to follow it up, as Faith Beyond had used that earlier in that engagement. But it pushes back the Bloodseeker behind the Tier 1 tower.
No region to work with, only 1 tango left. He probably just has to either send up a region, be passive for like another minute, or go back to base.
Oh, Waning Rift with the Urn. TP back to base. Oh,
yep.
21 health.
Nice try by Jin-Q, but now he expended that last Urn charge.
He did, but it caused the Bloodseeker to TP back. That opens up the lane for Faith Beyond. That could be pretty value.
Yeah, it's definitely really good, like a very good trade for Dire. Jin-Q going in very aggressively again.
This is what I love about Jin-Q too. His hero pool is pretty massive. He plays anything. When we were seeing him once upon a time playing Ember, Void Spirit, going in with this puck, he plays techies, plays all your typical 4-position heroes as well. Like, he can play pretty much anything, and for the most part, usually makes it work. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains with the Remnant. They've also got Mian here with the Phoenix. Dust on the run, sending him back with some help from Innocence.
Yeah, absolutely bowling out the TA for now. But of course, you will have the stacks later to catch back up. But yeah, Ember's doing a very, very good job mid lane, just pressuring this TA. One of the best heroes to do so, just because the Flame Guard will take off the refraction in a matter of seconds. And it can be a very tough matchup to face if you're behind as TA.
Ame kind of regaining his lane a little bit. It was a bit difficult, but
All
now
3
he's
lanes
really doing well again. It started with MAgma controlling the lanes, and it's kind of fallen apart since.
Yep. Laning phase is now much more even. Another going Shylock here.
Illusory Orb, phase shift, and the Waning Rift does get the silence onto the Bloodseeker.
Once again, no HP region left.
Faith Beyond has Burrow Strike, but...
Oh, healing self delivered by the line. Thank you, sir. Good
How
support.
much is he going to get the full out of it? Doesn't look like it. Illusory Orb, stun, Burrow Strike after, and they'll have the Waning Rift to follow this up if they can catch up to Kaz. He gets under the tower, so they don't want to play too aggressively, as getting caught under the tower could be costing a life.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to where the Ember is going to rotate to. He has an Arcane Rune right now. I feel wherever he's going to go, top or bottom.
Burrow Strike again with the Illusory Orb in the Caustic finale. Popping Shylock, blown up.
Still diving. Another orb available in 3 seconds. Another Urn charge as well.
Yeah, Kaz is in trouble. He's trying to
Blind.
TP out. The Burrow Strike holds it. And there's only one spot that he could have been in the corner without that vision. I'm surprised he didn't just go for the Burrow Strike.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, mid, Chilling Touch, Cold Feet, Searing Chains, Dust might freeze over just on the edge, can't get away. And now TZY, he's just too late with the TP. LGD doing a very good job of moving around the map. Cold Feet not going to proc.
Close.
Spear hits nothing to say. They are TPing over this Bloodseeker, but it's a long TP, and he's only level 5, so he doesn't have Rupture. He has no way to really control nothing to say. But now, with the stun, the silence, Shylock picks up an illusion rune. They just don't have the damage to go after the Ember.
Yep. Lycan ult used, going on the Mars here. Arena popped. Oh, she still dies here. Oh, that was close.
98 health, passed over a salve.
He should not be chasing this, and he also knows that. Lycan form traded for Mars Arena.
But also some damage on the tier 1 tower.
Yep.
So not a complete waste.
And you can use the Necros to farm the jungle up after. TA now farming the jungle stacks.
Jingqiu here, only level 5, no Dream Coil. The damage with the urn! Jingqiu moving around the map. He is feeling himself throughout this game, just everywhere right now.
Yeah. Might just result in a tier 1 top tower, which means access to the Ancients is going to be much, much easier. They want to be heading for the mid tower next. Once that happens, this Tia is really going to be struggling. She's already struggling super hard. If they steal this Ancient stack somehow, that would be massive, but probably won't make it in time. And they're falling apart already.
Yeah.
They had such a good start.
They can sustain that, but they haven't.
They have not at all. Coil available now on Puck. He's level 6 so fast, minute 9.
He's trying to just steal some of these agents and gets 2. Icarus dive on Jingqiu. They've got TZY here. There's the trap. Phase shift avoids the stun. Not going to matter. Spear comes in.
Space created.
Yeah, I mean, you got 4 heroes chasing a 4-position Puck. That's more than enough space created.
He probably even made more money out of that because he stole like 2 big Ancients. Yeah, well done by him. Oh,
good stack for Ame.
Can Lycan farm this? Of course he can. He's a big wolf.
Gets a faded brooch.
Not what you would like to see on Lycan. Probably just going to give it to the Ember Spirit. Bot tower also completely left alone. I mean, they're just getting all the map control on the Dire side right now. And the Radiant is quite greedy with his TA. The Bloodseeker needs to catch back up as well.
TA. This is a problem. Dust spotted, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Arena committed, and Dust is going to pop that haste. Gets out of the Cold Feet range, but now the Rupture's on, nothing to say. He's got a Remnant. He'll hold his ground for the moment. Dust comes in. Finally, the Remnant for some distance. Supernova right on top, so nothing to say with the Rupture. He's backing off, gets really low. Sleight of Fist, Cold Feet, not going to proc on Shylock. Body blocks isn't enough. Traps there on a nothing to say, but the body blocks from Ame keeps Shylock from killing off this Ember. He got in between the Bloodseeker and the Ember, making sure that Shylock just could not attack him.
Yeah, but at the same time, Shylock also managed to escape, so it's still a worthwhile trade for the Radiant side, killing the AA. They lost both the safe lane and top tower already. If they lose this mid tower, they're really gonna lose all control of this map. They have to make absolutely sure they fight for this mid tower with the next Supernova, with the next Arena. They have to absolutely make sure to defend this. They cannot afford to lose any more map control. Burrow Strike Blink, AA ult, easy kill.
Yeah, Mian gonna drop to Innocence. That's the Blink reveal.
Yep, it is. And as we said, mid tower, most important thing on the map right now. Dire also recognized it, of course. Coil on the Lion.
Illusory Orb, Burrow Strike again. Faith Beyond gets that one. Kaz killed off. 3K lead for LGD.
Not an easy one.
Their cores lead the net worth.
Yep. Necro 3 picked up on Lycan already. Minute 11. He's very, very big.
Yeah.
I mean, all 3 of them are. They're all sitting at the same net worth.
Yeah. It's pretty wild how well LGD are doing. They're only up 4K, but it's only 4K at 12 minutes in, so they're working with their time well, and they are moving around the map pretty aggressively.
Yep, they're waiting for the next Lycanthrope ulti now, and then they're probably looking to take the mid tower, together with that Epicenter Blink from Sand King.
Searing Chains, Cold Feet again, TZY slowed up, gonna freeze over, Ice Blast is in. Nothing to say, gets that kill.
Very interesting decision to run there by himself. Like, they know they're playing around mid lane, and he just chose to waltz up there, try to take the rune. Did not work, and just, lost his life for it.
Yeah. And then it's just more gold going the way of nothing to say. Burrow Strike a little bit right. Kaz, though, still in trouble. Stun followed up. They've got the Rupture, and that's on a Jingqiu. Phase shift in the Sandstorm. Icarus dive. Supernova with the Epicenter popped by Faith Beyond. Phase shift again. They're trying to pop this egg. They will do so. They lose Jinkyu. Arena down, Innocence low. Not dead just yet. Cold Feet on the TZY. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, and the ulti coming out from Ame. The chase is on to Dust. He's slowed up and crippled, trying to run away from the Necro Creeps as well as these Wolves. Invis isn't going to help you there, Dust.
Yep, this is why I said Lycan is one of the strongest anti-TA heroes. They chose to pick it into the Lycan, so, you know, very brave decision there, but of course, mid tower down now. The entire map control is going to the Dire side. Game is looking rough, real rough. TA halfway only to the Desolator. At this point, you already want to have your Deso. You want to be very close to your Blink.
One or the other, yeah.
Yeah, Bloodseeker rushing a BKB. That's not something you ever want to see. But he has to in this case. It just means he can't scale at all into the mid-late game. Unless LGD gives them some really favorable fights.
Ice Blast, TZY caught again, misses the spear. Faith Beyond okay.
It's just so easy.
They set up so well.
Yeah, one borrow, one A ult, it just results in a kill. LGD is really outplaying MAgma here.
Yep.
All around the map, always ready to initiate.
Showing why they're considered one of the best teams in the region and not letting off the gas against MAgma at all.
Yep. After initial early game struggles for a couple of minutes, definitely recovered super well. Lycan picked up the drums, actually. Very, very curious pickup. Not something you usually see. Either they go into BKB or a straight AC. Just wants to buff up his teams and his summons a little bit more. It has ace charges now. It's just like so expensive that most people don't consider it worth. But if you have it, you know, it's still a nice addition. It's just kind of like a pipe where it's just too expensive.
Yeah, when you have this much of a lead, you can kind of get away with a luxury item, it feels, at this point.
Certainly.
And this TA did go for the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, but you see the problems now on the map, right? They're all just playing in their own triangle, their own jungle. They can't farm the enemy jungle. They're just further and further getting behind.
Yeah.
7k at this point. They need to regain their map control. They need to do it soon. TA went into a Blink Dagger. They need to smoke up. They need to use the Mars Phoenix combo. They really have to.
It's so difficult, it doesn't even feel like the combo is as overwhelming as it could be at this point in the game, being down by so much.
Yeah. It's so hard to play from behind against the Lycan. We'll see. They have no glyph for the tier 2 tower here, so they might just be taking it. Lycan, of course, fastest pusher in the game, or one of them at least.
Blood right down.
Yep. And they're looking to fight here.
Yeah, they come through with the Remnant, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. Ice Blast comes through. Shylock already dead. Supernova used, but it's not going to get off. The finger kills off Innocence, but two are already gone, and that is your Bloodseeker, potentially making it a third. Here come the Necro Creeps, Dust on the run. Refraction is enough to survive for now, but do LGD stop at the door? Yes, they do. Epicenter, TZY. Mars pops the arena, lands the spear, but dead to Jinkyu.
Unfortunately there, the Lycan, the melee Necro died, so the true side disappeared. Well, fortunate if you're MAgma, I guess. But tier 2 tower falling, minute 16, that means the minute 20 outpost is gonna fall into the hands of the Dire.
And then you're falling really far behind, considering where you're at.
Yep. It's tough at this spot. You kind of drafted yourself into a corner, and you're losing when you should be winning, you know? So it will take a couple of missteps from Dire here and a couple of really good fights from Radiant.
And it just doesn't feel like we're going to be seeing that. They have such a setup for this Ice Blast. Every single Ice Blast, I think, has led to a kill.
Yeah, Shackles, perfect setup. Shackles, Cold Feet, Ice Blast, easy kill on anyone, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you catch. In this case, it was the Lion. He blows up immediately. It's just so hard to do anything around this map. Like with this draft that you have, TA wants to farm, Bloodseeker wants to farm, Mars wants to farm right now. You have no items available to fight.
We are really yet to see a one-position Bloodseeker get off the ground.
Yeah, he's currently sitting at the same net worth as a support puck.
Yeah.
Brutal. And as I said, he's itemizing BKB first item. He feels like he has to. It just means he cannot propel himself at all into the late game.
That's really problematic, as that's probably where You potentially come back into this game. Ice Blast, Kaz standing still, making it easy for the Ice Blast to hit. The Illusory Orb over, and Waning Rift used. One more shot, make it so Kaz shatters. They get the kill on a Faith Beyond, and yeah, Jin-Q finishes off Kaz.
Short-lived creatures.
A little bit over-aggressive, losing the Sand King there for a line is not worth it. But they retain the map control, which is the main objective here. Ember finished up as BKB. Now the egg is no problem whatsoever, going to the Agam Scepter next. It just shows their mentality, you know, they just want to be as mobile as possible, picking them off wherever they can.
And not taking any risks, not itemizing much differently than you would, even though you're ahead by so much.
Yep. Because he liked it here, going into
Dream Coil. That comes through onto the TA.
Easy.
Ice Blast not even needed.
Yeah, it's just so easy. The puck. Netherlands. That was a very, very long-range coil. Together with the cast range talent and the keen optic. Going for cast range city here.
And that works really well for Jin-Q.
Yep. Okay, Lycan switched from Orchid to AC. I like that much better. AC makes the Templar Assassin practically useless. Very good item pickup here. I think they're just gonna try to force erosion on the Dire side. Phoenix. Nope, he's alright.
Although,
should be a pretty...
If he shows, that could have been a problem.
Yep, might be another Ice Blast setup. Now they're controlling both Ancients.
Shylock can barely step ahead of this tier 2 tower over mid.
He now finishes BKB though. It's just, where's the damage coming from? Your TA is also going for a BKB, not even a death so. Like, where's your damage coming from?
Just doesn't feel like it's existing.
Yeah. When this AC is completed, it's +5 armor on the entire team. There's just no damage. It's all physical.
BKB. Yeah. And has the Deso queued. Has one of the Mithril Hammers, so you could just fall back to that Deso, and I think you do need to do that.
Yeah, you do. If you're playing from behind, you can't play defensively.
Stun hits onto the Ancient Apparition, but the Cold Feet as you're dewarding Kaz. You're going to freeze over. Burrow Strike hits to get the kill on Kaz. The trap hits onto Faith Beyond. The Dream Coil is there. Onto the TA as well as onto the Phoenix, who uses that Supernova. Ice Blast to follow it up, goes over to the Mars as well as the TA. They get the kill on Faith Beyond, but they end up losing Nan, TZY, and Dust. They'll buy back on Kaz. He's already back into the fight, but right in the hands of LGD, who don't even care about him. They go up to Shylock. They take out the Bloodseeker instead. They see the Lion, but completely ignore his existence as they go for the Bloodseeker instead.
Fight was not even close. Like, Sand King sacrifices himself to make it possible for his team to get some good AoE ults off. Ember BKB completely shreds the Supernova. TA is a non-factor. Bloodseeker even through the BKB just got completely evaporated.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta retract my statement. I quite like this drums actually. Made it super easy for the Ember to kill the egg. Gets those 45 attack speed, of course, by popping the drums. Good stuff, good stuff. Puck picked up the Blink Dagger. Halfway to his Agams already. Now surpassed the Bloodseeker net worth, closing in on the TA. It's a brutal game.
It really is, and the egg hasn't felt like it's even close to getting off.
Yeah, it's like, what, 6 attacks? Ember can literally just solo it by himself. Every time. Arcane Rune now also on Ember. Really, all you can do is just keep trying to 5-man smoke, get your combo off once, you know? It's just getting harder and harder at this point. Your draft is not designed to beat them late game. Your draft is designed to win early, counter the Lycan, and be able to get ahead. And then outscale them in the late game, but...
It's just nowhere close to being able to do so.
Yeah, 15k behind. Tough.
And the experience is such a massive difference, too.
Oh, puck. Nice, fine. Gotta earn.
He was stunned in silence, but there's nobody close to even chasing.
Yeah, I think they're also super afraid of even going on that.
Well, they've died so many times there, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they seem very timid this game. You know, after the initial burst of aggression from the laning phase, they quieted down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oof, unlucky. Coil on
Dream
2.
Coil used, that's on the 2. They look over at Dust. Ice Blast coming in, not even necessary. Nothing to say with another double kill. He's godlike.
Going
Moving
further.
for more. Remnant Sleight of Searing Chains on the Kaz. Shylock's there with Rupture. Ooh. Almost killing Kaz. Waning Rift. Burrow Strike hits on a TZY. Ice Blast not available.
Mid tower taken down by Lycan. I mean, this is just how it looks like if you lose all 3 towers in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You lose the entire map control. TA is very reliant on those Ancients, of course. Never managed to touch them after all 3 towers went down. BKB will be completed in 600 gold, but again, AC completed, where does your damage come from?
Freezing over Roche. Ags picked up.
Easy Roche. Curious to see if they pick it up on the Lycan or if the Ember is going to come to pick it up. I would personally have it on the Lycan, or maybe even the Sanking. They do give it to the Lycan. Sorry, I meant Ember or Sanking. Because Lycan, of course, a transformation hero.
Yeah.
Not nearly as impactful on him. And Sanking, usually the guy going in first. Puck, level 17, playing absolutely out of his mind. You know, nothing to say is 10-1-11, and he's only 1 level ahead of Xinkyu.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ooh, Burrow Strike, popping Mian Mian.
Yep, another chain setup. It just looks so easy for LGD, effortless.
Yeah, it really does.
Like,
and there's just,
they're not
it's
sweating.
a mixture of what MAgma are bringing to the game, as well as how well LGD have just played up to this point.
Yeah.
Like the combination just makes this seem so easy. Rupture, Meld Strike, Lycan. He's killed, but they blew a lot just to get that first life. They got the Dream Coil onto the Mars as well as the Bloodseeker. Burrow Strike hits both those heroes as well. Ice Blast comes in and hits the side of MAgma, and now they need to run away. But the Remnant forward, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain, Shiloh dead, shattering to the Ice Blast from this Ancient Apparition. They get the kill in the dust, and that will be it. GG is called. Game 1 going to LGD with absolute ease.
Well,
so LGD, they take the victory. 31-9, very one-sided affair on that one. What we came to expect for LGD. So, you have just so much presence